Well, glory be and mercy me, we've done it yet again. Here we are, daily walk around the graveyard. Today, while I was scrolling through my news feed looking for things to talk about on my live stream, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday, here on YouTube, please come. Let's cry about this stuff. Let's organize. Let's do some stuff. Let's talk. Let's protest. Let's do stuff. Come join us, please, God, please, God. And while I was looking around, what did I see? I saw Justin Trudeau standing up bravely and saying, "It's mind-boggling to me how these conservatives don't want to do anything about climate change. Their position on climate change is mind-boggling." Well, here's the reality about Justin Trudeau's theatrics, which it's all it is exclusively, right? His record on climate change is worse by a lot than Stephen Harper's conservatives were. Stephen Harper's conservatives didn't buy a pipeline, right? Stephen Harper's conservatives gave way less subsidies to the fossil fuel industry than Justin Trudeau did. Literally, the Trudeau administration is in the midst of pushing a pipeline through unceded Wet'suwet'en land while we're talking, right? This idea that the Trudeau Liberals care about climate change at all is a farce. You have to be a complete and total Luddite, disconnected from the reality of what is happening in your country to actually believe this rube, or you're the rube, I guess. Believe this fancy idiot who's got a new haircut. Like, we're at a place now where all of our politics has become a WWE theater, right? It's become like a WWE show, right? Like Justin Trudeau is Hulk Hogan striding in, right? Or The Rock, right? Striding in, the music's playing, right? He gets in the ring and he's like, "It is mind-boggling that the conservatives are doing this." And then the music starts playing and like The Undertaker comes out or whoever, and it's the conservatives like striding and then they look at Trudeau and they're like, "Trudeau wants to destroy the economy. He's a communist," right? And then there's like a scuffle and the media makes like a big hoopla about it and we're all like throwing shit at each other, like, "Boo!" all this kind of stuff. And then the cameras turn off, right? The audience stops paying attention, right? And then Trudeau and the conservatives go behind the curtain, shake each other's hands, right? What do they always say after every single election? "Well, my opponent, he put up a good campaign and we've got to respect each other during this period of time," right? So they shake each other's hands, congratulate each other on a job well done, and then they both get paid by Vince McMahon. Like, it's theater, kids. It's a theater. And Trudeau standing up and saying, "It's mind-boggling the conservatives have..." Well, emissions have gone up under Trudeau by a lot. We're the worst country in the G7. When Trudeau went to Europe, the Europeans told him, "Get the fuck out of here, you loser. Get the fuck out of here, you goddamn loser." Because Trudeau and the Conservatives and the NDP and the Greens and the whole capitalist apparatus are a group of total losers who have given us no other option but to take to the streets and protest and surround the halls of power. I'm organizing protests August 1st, Bloor and Bedford Road. It's John Tory's apartment building, 4 p.m. If you're in Toronto, come on down. What are you organizing? What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Because the reality is if your solution is go vote or vote harder, it's over. The political apparatus has been purchased and bought. They're pitching theater at us instead of reality. Are we going to wait until our cities start burning down like London? Are we going to wait until we're in the midst of a famine? Are we going to wait for these things to occur to us before we actually start going, "Wait a minute, I think these liberals and conservatives are allies working for a capitalist death cult"? Which is exactly what's happening, kids. It's exactly what's going on. We have been taken over by a group of total psychopaths who are hell-bent on purpose. Their goal is to destroy the planet. This is what I think is actually going on with these psychos. I think that they believe the world is theirs exclusively. The rest of us are just NPCs. We might as well be rocks or trees or grass to them. They don't consider us equals. They don't even think about us. We're just cogs in their machine of death, right? That they get us to be part of by withholding food and shelter from us in the first place, right? But here's the thing, right? They think the world exists for them, but the world is going to kill them. That's how it goes. They're getting older, their bones are creaking, they know they're gonna die, and so you know what they're doing in their psychopathic minds? They're saying, well, if I'm gonna die, then I'm gonna take this place with me. And that's exactly what's happening today. We are experiencing a path of revenge done by a class of total psychopaths. And while it's happening, we're all just saying, oh, I guess I better get to work on time. Oh, wow, what time is it? I gotta get to work. Yep, gotta make a bunch of money for that house I can't afford. Better get a lot of money so that my kids will burn to death in a wildfire. Like, it's time for us to fucking grow up. It's time for us to realize that giving all the money to psychopaths has negative consequences. It's time for us to accept that when capitalists talk about growth, what they mean is growth of the fucking bomb that's blowing up our cities. This is an apocalypse. Our leadership is worthless, capitulated completely. The system that we use to select our leadership has been corrupted utterly to the core, and it cannot be reformed. We must surround the halls of power. There's nothing else left to do. We have to get in the way of these psychopaths and let them know that we're not going to burn down quietly. Like, share, subscribe. Send this shit around. Start going to protests. Start organizing protests. Start doing literally anything to get in the way of these complete and utter frauds and psychopaths. Literally anything counts at this point. It won't be too much longer until I'm chased off this platform, guys. They're taking leftists and they're pushing them away so that they can destroy the planet. I've got a Patreon down below. Donate $1, gets you into the Discord. We can continue this organization. We can continue doing this. Stop paying attention to any YouTuber or anybody who's just crying online. Start actually supporting and coming to people who are using this as a platform to get you off the couch and get you in the streets. That's all we have left. Always remember, guys, you are a quantum being walking around in quantum energy. You are just as valuable and just as worthwhile as these psychopaths who are trying to convince you that the only thing you exist to do is work for them. Rebel, revolt, repent. Good luck. We're gonna need it.